One thing you need to know is that if you hire Totoro, his gray butt is late all the time. It's like 3 in the afternoon. There's no watch on my wrist, nor is there really a Totoro. What's happening is that you are about to watch a video of me here in the Japanese countryside, driving down the mountain. Right now we're at the chasm, the junction point between the early Showa era and the latter Showa era. Up there on the mountain where I live, it's like the earlier era of Showa. Got Oba-chan, Oji-chan, Daikon, Mikan, Martin-san. So sit back, relax, and take out whatever you have that makes yourself comfortable wherever you are in the world. When things get boring, I'll cut to a picture. Welcome back, friend. Good morning. It's me, your old friend Martin. Welcome back to Japan. Welcome back to the countryside. Today, again, I have my iPhone strapped to my minivan, and we're about to drive across the bridge and down the mountain. I'm going to show you what life looks like here in the Inaka. The Inaka is the colloquial word for rural Japan. So, welcome to the Inaka. Let me show you around. The place is beautiful this time of year. Fall has just begun. All right, and we're off. There are a lot of roads and bridges in Japan, like the one we're about to drive over, that are two-way roads. It's hard to believe these are two-way roads, but this is a two-way road. And this is a bit of an extreme example in that it's a bridge and there's green, and it's sort of a dead ending to a mountain, the mountain I see from my front yard. But this is pretty average for my neck of the woods, especially after we make this little turn here. Oh, in the spring, this becomes like a proper beautiful waterfall. It's just dripping a little bit now. So this is the road out of town. It's pretty typical for these parts. Like someone may come along, I'm going about 20 kilometers right now. Someone who's a local may come along in a K car at like 30 kilometers and just stop on a dime, and you have to go in reverse. So you have to be really awake and alert in Japan. Japanese driving is really contingent. Safe Japanese driving is really contingent on everyone working together and being on the same path. And also there may be a ba-chan or a ji-chan, like a grandmom or a granddad on a scooter out here. Like there's just a lot of wild cards, or maybe a deer or an antelope or a pig or a monkey. I'm not even kidding, like this is monkey land. And there's a bear in the neighborhood right now. But this little stretch here reminds me of rural Maryland. In Japan, there are no clothes dryers, so everyone leaves their clothing to dry outdoors. But it's like the Wild West. It's like Jerome, Arizona. Okay, now we're gonna go down this road, and we're going to go along a windy mountain road. Let's go. So yeah, it reminds me of Jerome, Arizona. When I was a younger person, I was sort of obsessed with Arizona, America's West. I traveled to Arizona probably more than any other state. Sometimes I would just fly directly in. This was a different era. I would just fly in and just explore. Go to Sedona, go to the Grand Canyon, and go to like spots in between, just to look around. I used to have a job that would fly me to California. Back in the analog days, I would get flown to California just to drop something off. So they'd fly me to California for the day, and I'd drop the thing off and then I could fly back the next day. But what I often did is that I would rent a car in California and then drive back to New York City and just go on these rambling adventures with a tent and a sleeping bag, like a camp stove, to be young. So this is the path out of town, and this is the Sakura Tunnel. So it's cherry blossoms on either side of that road normally. And thus begins the windy road. Right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning on a weekday, so there's no one out here to go 8 kilometers an hour and make you feel like you're going to lose your mind. So we can kind of zip down a bit. But this is just the beginning. This is a pretty conventional 2-way road. Still pretty wide open. But in about 2 or 3 minutes, this road will narrow down to a path again. This stretch here, everyone's so relieved to be off the windy path that people really gun it up the mountain. Look at my iPhone bouncing around up there. If it flies off, it flies off. Look at these old schoolhouses. Oh, see, this is an instance where it's beginning to narrow down a bit. There's an old age home here on the left. Some type of a safety vehicle. There's an old age home on the left. That when I first moved here, I thought this would be ideal, and now I think it would be the greatest prison to be an old person stuck here on the side of a mountain. I mean, like, one of the things about getting older, like old in like a city, is that you can still get around and go to cultural events, and like if you get old up here on the mountain, you know, there are a lot of benefits, but one of the big old cons is that you're just here. Like, there's nowhere you're going. It's just what's coming in. During the summertime, the foliage really goes crazy along this road. So it gets a bit narrower. It begins to feel a bit like a tunnel. Right now in the fall, everything's begun to die back again. Place to think. Once you're used to the curves and the fact that, you know, you're going to be passing these vehicles in close proximity, you can, you know, I think that your mind needs to have part of it activated and busy so that the like creative, thoughtful part can open up. But I think I could pretty much drive this road with my eyes closed at this point. I've driven it so many times. This is a good measure of how far away I am from things. Like, when we started this voyage, I suppose when we stop, it will be the distance to the nearest JR train. JR is the like Metro North of Japan, like the commuter road train that takes you all over the island of Japan, islands of Japan. This is a little stretch where people live. I'm glad that I live in a town that has a store, because I could be here sort of a good 6 kilometers away from the nearest store. Someone's picking the persimmons over there. A big industry in my neck of the woods is timber and I don't know, smashing rocks, quarry. There's a big rock quarry over here on the left. I feel like these videos are going to be perfect for someone that's from this part of the world that is feeling homesick. There's just like one person probably that's connected to the internet that's from this area that's like, I can't believe you made a video of this. This is just what I wanted. It's like a video, like the companion video for me would be someone like going to like Annapolis and buying a bushel of crabs, and like driving them home, swinging through the Wawa, getting some gas station chicken, maybe a soda. But yeah, this is where I do my pimping here. If you're not going fast enough here, people will pass you. It's a 40 kilometer rated road here. There is a school way out here. All right, and this sort of concludes after this bridge, things I think begin to narrow down a bit. In the summer, this is so lush. Electric green. They've been doing construction here for quite some time. There was a landslide. Okay, this is the signal. Countdown timer. So we have to wait 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna hop out here, check the camera. Yeah, so I have to wait 1 minute and 20 seconds for that meter to change. I'm gonna change the horizon line a little bit. Another minute left. And then we'll go across this temporary bridge. I've not been all over Japan, but for me, like, this is quintessential Japan. This is like as quintessential as Fujisan to me. The other day we were driving along this road and an old person made a mistake and they ignored the signal and they caused quite a traffic jam here. I see. They've hit stop on both sides now. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my turn. Man, when I first moved here, I would have thought of this as extreme driving. Getting a driver's license in Japan was easily, whoa, what the hell? Did that tree just fall into the middle of the road? What in the world's going on here? Jesus, hold on. Did that tree just fall here? How did everyone just pass over this? I mean, what the hell? I guess this tree just fell. Well, I guess I'm going to be moving a tree out of the road. Huh. Ohayou gozaimasu. Sugoi, huh? Oh, that's pretty heavy. Yeah, this is... It's like there's another tree that's gonna fall on me over here. Okay. Okay. Something else. Yeah, this is not New York City. Something else, huh? 大丈夫? ね? Okay. All right, 頑張って。ありがとうございます。おはようございます。It's, yeah, welcome to Japan. Went for it. I really moved far away from me. Like, what the hell was that, man? That tree just fell over, and now, yikes! That big truck's coming. All right. You know, I've never. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the tree on the road, but that was a special one we just got there. That was something else. Wow, that is wild. That is wild, kid. I mean, the timing was... All right, I'll put on my seatbelt, girl, come on now. It's the car talking, well, obviously, because I'm alone. It's the car talking to me. She's not a real woman. I can call her a girl. And maybe she is a girl, maybe she's really young. Well, that was something else, huh? I mean, you know, there's a sign right here that clearly says, stuff may fall, dude. Stuff may fall, upper left-hand corner. I mean, I didn't expect a big log, quite frankly. I mean, often on this road, I think as I was just saying, this road can be, like, and not this road, anyone that lives in the countryside, I mean, in the countryside of Maryland, the countryside of wherever, you begin to become familiar. Wait, here's a big boy truck. Ay. You begin to become familiar. Oh boy, another big boy. You begin to become familiar with that log in the middle of the road shook me a little bit, man. tell you the truth, that was a little scary. But the thing is, you could be going easily 60 on this road, and that could just pop in front of you. I mean, on this road, I've seen antelope, like monkeys. I mean, the monkey wasn't a problem. The only problem with the monkey I saw on the side of the road was that when you see a primate in the wild, your natural instinct is to look into the eye of the thing, the primate, because you guys both have forward-facing eyes and 5 fingers and, 90% of shared DNA. So, if you see a monkey on the side of the road staring at you, it's so out of place as an American from New York City. It's so out of place that you want to really stare at that sucker. So I found myself staring at this monkey, which was a great way to have an accident, just to throw a monkey on the side of the road. But, that log was really, really unexpected, man. I mean, I think I was saying at the very beginning of this video, you've got to be prepared for the unexpected in Japan. I mean, there could not be a better demonstration of that than a fallen log in the middle of this windy mountain road. Jesus, dude, not so close, brother. So yeah, this is driving in Japan. So if you wanted to, for example, go to get anything from any Western store, like let's say that you wanted to get whole pepper or a McDonald's French fry or a large bottle of seltzer, like this is the trip you need to take. I mean, it's, wow, look at that. God, that's a big boy truck. Usually these trucks don't give me such jitters, but that log incident really was so unexpected. They're building a new bridge here. Like, these roads are very old, obviously, as all of Japan is old, but these windy single lane roads, they slowly are making straighter by adding sections of straight to the windy parts. They're building a straight section here. One of the greatest jobs in Japan is this guy's job. He just stands there. If you're going too fast, he gives you the slow down hand gesture. Japan is risk averse. I mean, his job is just to stand there and to guard the corner. That's something else. These truck drivers got a good gig. They're so much higher on the road, they can see what's going on. That guy had a Havana Club flag behind his truck. And something interesting is that you see a lot of ladies driving these trucks in Japan. There are a lot of lady truck drivers. 70-pound women driving these trucks full of timber and granite, not like heavy loads, like the kind of trucks that superheroes pick up in movies and throw on other superheroes. And the woman driving it is like a third of my size. There's a windy stretch here. On the left here is a path down to the river and a bamboo forest that's really beautiful. And this tea forest, this tea field on the right here is going back to being feral, like myself a bit. And on the left, on a nice clear day, you can see Fujisan way out. Today is far too foggy for a Fujisan viewing. It's kind of amazing how big Fujisan is, because I see photographs from Tokyo, and I know that you can see Fujisan in Tokyo, and I can see Fujisan from my part of Shizuoka. So therefore, Fujisan is very tall. if this video is relaxing or stressful to watch. Hopefully it's relaxing. Coming into these well-manicured tea fields, and we're going to get to the part of town that is going to turn back into the city. Crows are out here. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this trip. You've enjoyed watching these photographs. And you've enjoyed this little voyage with me. It's going to come to an end soon. I believe there's a field up here on the right where I'm going to jump out and wrap things up. I need to get into my own head and out of your head. Wow, look at that big truck. Holy scaboli. A flat gray day. It's like an S-log of a day out here. Yeah, let's pull over here to wrap things up a bit. I won't have any farmers to bother because harvest season is pretty much done. I don't think there's anyone doing much more winter harvesting at this point. Let's see here. Oh, perfect. This is as good as about as any to stop, I believe. Let's see here. The storage was full on the phone, so I had to turn it off and delete something. But this is the end of our voyage. The end of the road, as Boys to Men once said. I hope you enjoyed the trip down the mountain, and I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me. Until next time, I'll be here in Japan. I'll see you soon, friend. Goodbye. And just like that, you've watched another episode of Martin Show. I think we had a little fun. I did. I was surprised to see that log in the middle of the road. I did not see that coming. I think I've gotten over it now, but that was quite a surprise. Until next time, I'll be here in Japan. Goodbye, friend.